Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
The city looks different when viewed from above. The lights become quieter, the noise fades into the distance, and somewhere between the cold steel frames and the endless skyline, one figure stands calmly against the wind, as if he already knows exactly where he is heading next. This week, GQ China officially unveiled the preview video for its highly anticipated April issue, featuring none other than Wang Yibo under the theme, Dream. But what surprised many people was not simply the fashion, nor the luxury styling, nor even the breathtaking rooftop visuals. It was the atmosphere surrounding him. Every frame felt less like a magazine teaser and more like a cinematic reflection of a man who has spent years quietly climbing higher without ever needing to announce it loudly. Standing above the city in Chanel, with the wind moving through his hair and the skyline stretching endlessly behind him, Wang Yibo did not appear as someone chasing attention. He looked like someone carrying the weight of growth, ambition, solitude, and calm determination all at once. And perhaps that is why this release immediately sparked conversations across social media. Because for many viewers, this was not just another celebrity fashion campaign. It felt like watching a person step into a new chapter of his life, while still protecting the quietest parts of himself. As soon as the teaser video was released, fans quickly noticed how different the entire atmosphere felt compared with ordinary fashion editorials. Most magazine previews focus on glamour, fast edits, dramatic poses, or luxury statements. But this project chose a completely different direction. The theme, Dream, was presented almost like a personal journey, rather than a commercial campaign. The rooftop setting became more than just an impressive filming location, it became a metaphor. High above the city, surrounded by steel structures and endless space, Wang Yibo appeared isolated yet peaceful, sharp yet restrained, distant yet emotionally present. That contrast became the emotional center of the entire video. What made the visuals especially powerful was the balance between strength and calmness. In one moment, he leaned quietly against a steel beam, looking directly into the camera with an expression that carried both youthful confidence and mature composure. In another moment, the wind softened the entire scene, making him appear reflective, almost lost in thought. Rather than forcing dramatic emotions, the video allowed silence and atmosphere to speak for him. And in today's entertainment world, where everything often moves too quickly, that calmness became unexpectedly captivating. Many viewers also pointed out how naturally Wang Yibo blended with the spirit of Chanel. Over the years, audiences have seen countless celebrities wear luxury brands, but not every collaboration creates genuine emotional resonance. Here, the relationship felt organic. Chanel's modern elegance, freedom, and understated confidence aligned perfectly with Wang Yibo's evolving public image. Instead of overwhelming him, the styling seemed to reveal different layers of his personality. The burgundy leather jacket carried authority and control, while the flowing blue shirt introduced softness and freedom. Together, the two cover looks almost told the story of two emotional worlds existing inside one person. One detail that generated particular discussion online was the way the campaign highlighted masculinity without relying on traditional stereotypes. The fashion industry has changed dramatically in recent years, and audiences today are drawn to a more nuanced kind of male image. Wang Yibo's presentation in this campaign reflected exactly that transformation. He did not appear aggressive or excessively dramatic. Instead, his presence was built on quiet confidence, emotional restraint, physical discipline, and subtle elegance. Even during the more dynamic scenes, such as the water sequences or the suspended steel frame shots, there was still a sense of control beneath the intensity. That combination made the campaign feel sophisticated rather than performative. Another reason this release resonated so strongly was because it connected deeply with Wang Yibo's real-life journey. The rooftop imagery symbolized more than success. It symbolized distance traveled. Over the past several years, audiences have watched him move across multiple industries almost simultaneously. Music, acting, professional motorcycle racing, fashion, photography, luxury endorsements. Each field demanded different skills, different pressures, and different sacrifices. Yet, despite the constant spotlight, he rarely presents himself with excessive self-promotion. Instead, he often allows his work to speak quietly on his behalf. That approach has gradually shaped an image that feels increasingly rare in modern celebrity culture. The GQ video subtly reflected this evolution. Rather than celebrating fame directly, it focused on perspective. The higher he climbs, the calmer he appears. The more attention surrounds him, the quieter his energy becomes. That emotional contradiction fascinated viewers. In many ways, the campaign captured a universal feeling that extends beyond fandom. People are drawn to individuals who continue moving forward while still carrying a sense of introspection. And Wang Yibo's image in this project embodied exactly that idea. The cinematography also played a major role in the campaign's impact. Every scene felt intentionally composed to create emotional symbolism. The towering skyline represented ambition and endless possibility. The steel structures suggested challenge and pressure. The flowing wind created movement and uncertainty. Water scenes introduced emotional vulnerability beneath the polished exterior. Even the black and white close-up shots seemed designed to strip away all distractions, leaving only expression and silence. Rather than simply showcasing fashion, the video created visual storytelling. Fans especially praised the emotional pacing of the teaser. Instead of relying on fast, chaotic editing, the production embraced stillness. The pauses between movements allowed viewers to absorb details more deeply. The slight shift in his gaze, the relaxed posture of his shoulders, the quiet confidence in the way he stood above the city. These subtle choices gave the campaign a cinematic quality that many modern fashion projects lack. It felt less like advertising and more like a short film about identity, ambition, and self-reflection. Of course, the historical significance of the cover added another layer of excitement. Wang Yibo, becoming the first male celebrity to appear solo on 3 GQ China covers, further reinforced his influence within both fashion and entertainment. At the same time, his achievement as the only post-95 male artist to complete solo covers across all 5 major women's magazines demonstrated how consistently he has maintained relevance across different audiences. Yet, interestingly, the campaign itself did not aggressively emphasize these records. Instead, the accomplishments existed quietly in the background, allowing the emotional atmosphere of the project to remain central. That subtlety may actually be one of the reasons audiences responded so strongly. In many celebrity campaigns, achievements are presented loudly and repeatedly. Here, however, the confidence felt restrained. The visuals trusted viewers to recognize the significance without needing constant reminders. That restraint created a sense of maturity and sophistication that elevated the entire release. Some viewers also interpreted the dream concept as a reflection of Wang Yibo's current life stage. Dreams are often associated with youth, hope, and imagination. But this campaign presented dreams differently. These were not naive fantasies, they felt earned. The rooftop setting suggested someone who has already climbed through years of pressure and expectation, yet still continues searching for higher ground, emotionally and creatively. That emotional maturity gave the concept unexpected depth. Another fascinating aspect of the release was the tension between public image and private emotion. Throughout the video, Wang Yibo appeared composed and controlled. But there were brief moments where vulnerability quietly surfaced through expression and atmosphere. Those moments allowed audiences to project their own interpretations onto the campaign. Some saw loneliness, some saw determination, others saw freedom. The ambiguity made the project even more engaging because it invited emotional participation rather than providing simple answers. Online discussions also highlighted how naturally Wang Yibo occupies luxury fashion spaces today. Years ago, many people still separated entertainment celebrities from high fashion authority. But over time, Wang Yibo has gradually established himself not merely as a guest within the fashion industry, but as one of its defining modern figures. His relationship with Chanel has become particularly symbolic because it reflects mutual evolution. As fashion increasingly embraces softer, more layered forms of masculinity, Wang Yibo's image continues to align perfectly with that shift. What is perhaps most impressive is that, despite his growing influence, there remains a sense of emotional distance around him that keeps audiences curious. He reveals enough to inspire admiration, but never enough to become fully predictable. That mystery has become part of his appeal. In the GQ teaser, even while standing directly in front of the camera, he still seemed to exist slightly beyond reach, as though part of his inner world remained protected from public access. In an era where oversharing dominates celebrity culture, that quiet privacy feels strangely powerful. The release also reminded audiences of something important about modern stardom. Longevity today is no longer built solely on popularity. It requires evolution. Trends change quickly. Public attention moves constantly. Yet Wang Yibo continues expanding into new creative territories while maintaining a stable sense of identity. Whether through acting projects, motorsport competitions, fashion campaigns, or artistic hobbies, he consistently presents himself as someone still growing rather than someone satisfied with existing achievements. Perhaps that is why the dream concept resonated beyond aesthetics. It represented movement. It represented ambition without arrogance. It represented discipline without losing imagination. And most importantly, it suggested that even after reaching extraordinary heights, there are still new mountains waiting to be climbed. As the final moments of the teaser faded into the city lights, Many viewers were left with the same feeling. This was not simply a celebrity standing above a skyline. It was the image of someone learning how to carry success without losing his inner balance. Calm, but ambitious. Quiet, but unforgettable. Sharp, yet deeply reflective. In many ways, the campaign captured not only the current state of Wang Yibo's career, but also the emotional atmosphere surrounding his entire public image today. And honestly, perhaps that is the true reason this GQ release spread so quickly across social media platforms. People were not only reacting to fashion, they were reacting to feeling. The feeling of watching someone continue climbing while still remaining grounded enough to look inward. The feeling of elegance without excessive noise. The feeling of ambition wrapped in calmness. In a world that constantly demands louder performances, Wang Yibo's quiet composure may have become his most powerful statement of all. Thank you so much for spending time with StarWatch Now today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Wang Yibo's latest GQ China cover story and the emotional meaning behind the dream concept, don't forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you never miss our future updates on Chinese entertainment, celebrity fashion, drama stories, and exclusive fan discussions. We always try to bring you more than just headlines. Here, we explore the emotions, symbolism, hidden details, and evolving journeys behind the stars that audiences around the world continue to follow closely. We would also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which moment from the GQ teaser impressed you the most? Was it the rooftop atmosphere, the Chanel styling, the calm confidence in Wang Yibo's expression, or perhaps the deeper meaning behind the theme itself? Every perspective adds something new to the conversation, and your opinions help shape future videos here on StarWatch Now. Thank you once again for watching until the very end. Your support truly means a great deal. Until next time, take care, stay inspired, and keep following the stories that move your heart.